Welcome back to Enclower. Today, we're diving into a detailed review of the all-new 2026 Proton E.MAS 7, Proton's latest electric SUV that's been getting a lot of attention lately. Designed as a mid-size all-electric vehicle, the E.MAS 7 is part of Proton's push into the EV market, and it's clear they're aiming to stand toe-to-toe with global competitors in the segment. Let's see how well they've done, especially in terms of performance, and we'll also take a quick look inside the cabin. Starting with the powertrain, the 2026 Proton E.MAS 7 is built on the Geely C platform, the same architecture used across several EVs under the Geely family. It comes with a single-motor rear-wheel drive configuration as standard, delivering 200 kilowatts, which translates to around 268 horsepower. That's more than enough for daily urban driving and some confident highway overtaking. If you go for the dual-motor AWD variant, you get 320 kilowatts, or approximately 429 horsepower, which brings the 0 to 100 kilometers per hour time down to just under 4.5 seconds. It's punchy, smooth, and refined, and that's impressive from Proton, considering their previous EV attempts were more conservative. Driving the E.MAS 7 feels composed and grounded. The instant torque from the electric motor is satisfying, and throttle response is precise, without being too aggressive. It manages to be quick without overwhelming the driver. Even in corners, the SUV stays balanced thanks to a low center of gravity from the battery placement under the floor. Suspension tuning is a pleasant surprise. Proton has clearly worked on refining the ride quality. It handles bumps well, and even at highway speeds, road noise is minimal. There's a slight synthetic motor whine under hard acceleration, but it adds to the futuristic feel rather than being a drawback. The steering is light at low speeds, making city driving and parking effortless, and it firms up slightly as speed increases. It's not a sports car, but for a family SUV, the E.MAS 7 feels agile and responsive. Region braking can be adjusted in multiple levels, and for those who prefer one-pedal driving, the system is smooth and predictable, making stop-and-go traffic much less tiring. As for range, Proton claims around 550 kilometers on the WLTP cycle for the single-motor variant, and around 500 kilometers for the dual-motor version. Real-world figures will likely be slightly lower, but early tests show that the E.MAS 7 is efficient. Charging speeds are decent, with support for up to 150 kilowatts DC fast charging. That means you can go from 10 to 80% in just under 30 minutes, depending on charger availability. Inside, Proton has stepped up their game. The interior of the E.MAS 7 feels modern, minimalist, and surprisingly premium for its price range. The materials are a mix of soft-touch surfaces, eco-friendly fabrics, and a few high-gloss trims. It's clean without feeling cold. There's a large, curved display that merges the digital instrument cluster and infotainment system into one continuous screen. The graphics are sharp, and the interface is intuitive. Proton has developed its own infotainment software this time, and it supports over-the-air updates, voice commands, and smartphone connectivity through Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Cabin space is generous, with comfortable seats both front and back. The flat floor, thanks to the EV architecture, makes the rear feel roomy. Rear passengers get decent legroom and headroom, and there are plenty of storage options throughout the cabin. The panoramic sunroof adds a sense of airiness, and even the base model comes with thoughtful features like wireless charging, USB-C ports, and ambient lighting. To sum it up, the 2026 Proton E.MAS 7 isn't just a step forward for Proton, it's a leap. With solid performance, real-world range, and a genuinely refined interior, it proves that Proton is serious about competing in the EV space. Whether you're coming from a traditional combustion engine or an existing EV, the E.MAS 7 is worth a closer look. Thanks for tuning into Enclower. Be sure to subscribe for more EV reviews and breakdowns just like this. See you in the next one.